Deadman Mode is just around the corner, and every single seasonal we have loads of brand new changes which are very important that you need to know about as a viewer, and also mainly if you are actually playing the Deadman Mode. We're working towards that perfect seasonal. I believe the last seasonal we had was the best season so far, and with these changes, yeah, it's getting better and better. However, up first we have the Invitational Tournament, where the top 2,000 players out of the last seasonal are able to participate for $20,000. Now, 2 tournaments ago I died to a cave. Last tournament I died to a house, so my goal this time is to not die to, we'll try to die to a player. Well, we'll try to win, but just not die to something that's not a player. I don't know how many of you guys know about this, but this is extremely exciting. The first ever streamer house in RuneScape history. The week leading up to the final hour, there's going to be such thing as Deadman Mansions. It is literally what it is. There's going to be 2 mansions in London, 2 teams. On Team CBS, there's going to be Boaty, Manked Up Mage, Framed, MMORPG, and Soup. On Team Lull, there's going to be Foe, Rakesy, Alfie Rules, Sick Nerd, and me. Yes, all of this is going to be streamed on a daily basis, and at the end of each day, there's going to be daily challenges, and the team with the lowest score has to do a forfeit. Now, obviously, most of the day, we're all going to be grinding Deadman Mode. However, think about it. Look at all these streamers in the same house. Think about the content I could potentially make. I need your guys' help. Put in the comment section below some video ideas I could potentially do with all these streamers in the same house. Maybe some pranks, or maybe some videos together. I don't know, but I have to do something. I'm definitely doing a house tour, that is for sure. The house is insane. So take note of when this is all happening. The tournament starts. The 5 days of straight grinding is Monday the 18th of September. The final hour will be streamed on stage live at RuneFest. I'll be on stage the 23rd of September, 4 PM UTC. This is insane. There is some dramatic changes to the final hour. So the final closing area will be Falador. When we reach 200 players, we'll be transporting them to a new Deadman only Wait, let me look up how to say this. Archipelago, where they'll be divided randomly between 4 islands. On each island, players must fight to the death until just 1 player remains. The surviving 4 members will then be brought to the final island to engage in 2 1v1 fights and a final 1v1 fight to decide the winner. Now, this could go horribly wrong, where there's just 1 clan left and they just suicide to each other, or it could be one epic 1v1 for the $20,000. This is going to be insane. I never actually thought about this. This could be really cool. So a solo player could quite easily take this $20,000. Maybe it could be me. But let's be serious, I'm going to die to a staircase. Now let's get on to the actual changes to Deadman Mode. Changes to XP. Outside of safe zones, you'll now get 15 times the XP in combat and 10 times XP in other skills. Damn. Before it was 5 times, now you're getting 15 times? Damn. Within safe zones, you'll now get 10 times the XP in combat and 5 times the XP in other skills. So it gives you an incentive to go into the risky areas to skill. Very interesting. That's some crazy XP right there. So that takes away a lot of the grind, because that is extremely fast, from 5 times to 15 times. Last season, they introduced one of the best updates, the combat XP cap of getting 1 mil XP per day in combat, because obviously not every single person can play RuneScape all day, and yeah, most people have work or school, and when they come to play Deadman Mode, they just see they're way too far behind, and then they just quit, because a lot of people literally just play all day, every day, and yeah, they just get too far behind and quit. So the XP cap is amazing. However, 1 mil combat XP was a little too much in the first week. You still had to play a lot and people still got behind, so they've decreased it to 500k per day and 750k per day in attack and strength, so people will be lower level for a longer period of time, and obviously, yeah, it allows people to catch up. Rejuvenation pools. The pools in player-owned houses are now unusable if you've been in combat in the last 3 minutes. This will counter clans using 1 player's pool for infinite special attack. Yeah, I guess I can agree with this, because basically, if you've got someone in the bank, like each team member can literally just teleport to the house, get spec, spec the opponent, teleport to the house, get unlimited spec, so I can understand this. Quest completions, basically they're not going to unlock every single quest, so it'll allow the dedicated players to earn their escapes that come from completing quests. I can totally agree with this. I think the whole completing quest situation is very good for the game because not everyone likes grinding the quests. That's why they're only going to be unlocking the main ones like DT and everything. But unlocking them all seems a little bit stupid. Like, it's just way too overpowered. Like, there's no skill in escaping anymore apart from freezing and teleporting. You can't use quest escapes. It's kind of devaluing that a lot, the whole purpose of Deadman Mode. So I can completely agree with that. And also, Desert Treasure will be completed for all players after 2 weeks. So normal magics for 2 weeks is gonna be insanely fun. Respawn locations, instead of respawning at Lumbridge, you have the option to respawn at the Grand Exchange, so you don't die running back to the Grand Exchange from Lumbridge after you've died, and it makes you quit. Also, there will be a Deadman chest to loot your keys at the Grand Exchange, which is awesome. I like that. This has actually been requested for a very long time. Basically, when you're raiding someone's bank, you get 80% of their stacks in the bank. So say if they had 100 sharks, before you'd get 100 sharks out of the bank, but now you only get 80. So that means obviously you keep some of the stacks, which I completely agree with, because when you lose your entire bank and all your food and everything's gone, that's when people quit. However, if you've got, you know, fair few supplies left, you might carry on. But this is of stacks of 5 or more, so if you had 4 Abbey Whips in the bank, then you'd lose them all. Chin Chompers are going to be more dangerous because there's more of an incentive to peek at chins. So, you know, before, when you're about to kill someone doing chins, some of them will release them, and the PK doesn't get them as a drop. So now, if you try to release them, they'll just drop on the floor for the player. Sara Brews are hard to come by in Deadman Mode. You know, the only way of getting Bird's Nest is from my hair, is by killing Giant Mole, so they're adding it to the Wilderness boss drop tables, which is insane, because the Wilderness is going to be much more active. They've not quite decided on how many it's going to drop or what the drop rate is going to be, but yeah, pretty cool. More brews in the game, they're going to be cheaper, so that's fine. This is amazing. The best update of all. They're fixing door spam. Before, this was a huge advantage for Clan Mode. So basically, let's put into perspective, I'm PKing at the Borthorpe telly spot, and then a clan comes along. You know, I'll 1v1 one of the guys for a bit, and then I want to use the bank in the Warriors Guild. However, the clan is spamming the door. So realistically, in a normal 1v1, without Clan Mode, you'd be able to get to the bank okay. But because the door spam, they can prevent you from getting to the bank, and then you die, and then that's 1-0 to the clan. So this is amazing and should have been fixed a long time ago. Pretty small, but it's big at the start of the game. The shop stock is going to regenerate faster. You know, the rush for the Addy Sword or the Fire Staff or the runes, and you know, you arrive there 10 seconds late and it's all bought out, and then you've just wasted like 10 minutes. Very nice. Take note, updates from previous seasons such as Barrows being completely inaccessible also takes effect on this season. So let me know what you think about these changes in the comment section below. I really love the fact that Ancients is being unlocked after 2 weeks rather than the 1 week. So normal magics for 2 weeks is going to be insane. I really feel like, yeah, the season is going to last longer than the last one, and so on and so on. So yeah, I'll see you very soon, and peace.